Hey Todd, my name's Kyle. In this video, I'm going to show you guys 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality HVAC jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, all right, man, why would some marketing guy be doing this for free? And what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most HVAC guys are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, man, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving HVAC guys a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle. Dude, just handle this technical stuff for me so I could just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs. Then just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you could do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're going to start off with here is content. Now, most business owners, they know they need content on their front page, but typically don't know how much or what the right content is, okay? So to give you a better look at what that should look like is I'm going to go show you your biggest competitor here in Westminster, which is True Heating and Cooling, who's currently stealing most of those high quality jobs in the area because they're ranking at that top spot, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to see how many words they have on their front page. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, all right, that's cool, but why are you doing that, right? Well, typically when anybody searches anything on Google, in order to rank number 1 as well, you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your front page, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all the words that they currently have here. We're going to go to a word counter here, okay? Paste it in. And it looks like right now they have about 1,200 words, or a little bit over 1,200 words, which is pretty solid, okay? Now, let's go to check out your guys' site here, and let's see how you guys are matching up, okay? So let's copy everything on your front page. Let's go ahead and go back to the word counter here. Now, by the way, I know you guys are based out of Arvada, and I'm showing you Westminster. This entire breakdown is the same exact thing in Arvada, okay? Same exact thing. And you're going to see a little bit here more in a second on how these concepts apply and how you're still going to be able to get some more jobs coming in, okay? So, by the way, it looks like right now you guys have about 1,300 words on your front page, which is pretty solid. So if you have enough words on your front page or more than your competitors and you're not ranking number 1, then it comes down to either number 1, not having the right keywords, or number 2, not having enough backlinks, okay? Which I'm going to show you here in a second, all right? But to give you a better look at the keywords, like I was talking about, to see really what's going on here, is I'm going to show you this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs. All right, it's a few $100s a month. But essentially what it does is it gives me the behind the scenes details of exactly what Google's looking at when it comes to ranking a site. And what we're going to do is we're going to see what you guys actually show up here for when people are searching for HVAC services here in the area, okay? So let's start with True Heating and Cooling first. Let's put their website into here. I'm going to go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? It's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up on the top spot or the front page for air conditioning installation, furnace installation, Westminster, air conditioner replacement, furnace service, heat pump repair, right? And many, many, many more, okay? And if you look at the traffic here, do you see how it says, 60, 60, 60, 50, 50? So they're getting at least 500 to 1,000 people just in Westminster alone clicking on their website and looking for HVAC services looking for their HVAC services every single month, which is pretty cool. Okay. Now let's go and check out your guys' site and let's see what you guys are showing up here for. Okay. When people are searching for HVAC services. So it looks like you guys right now are showing up for about 79 keywords, and that's heating and cooling Arvada, heating, Carrier air conditioner Arvada, Carrier furnace Arvada, right? And quite a few more, all right? But if you look a little bit more closely to this, it looks like right now you guys are pretty much showing up for about maybe 30 to 40 keywords. And the rest of these are actually lost, okay? Meaning you're showing up as spam to Google and they're not showing you at all. And for the actual words that you are showing up for, you're showing up on the 10th, 6th, 30th, 40th, 60th, 100th position, which means if anything, you're showing up either on the second page of Google or you're showing up on the 20th, 50th page of Google. Another way we could tell is if you look at the traffic here, you see it says, 5, 5, 3. So you're getting maybe 20 people clicking on your website every month and looking for your HVAC services. So do you see the difference here? This is the importance of getting your online presence done correctly. So if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition here in the area, then you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. Okay, super key to claiming those high quality jobs. And I'm even going to show you, just to give you a better look, I'll even show you your biggest competitor in Arvada, which is Brothers Heating, who's stealing most of those jobs, and give you a better look at what it looks like to rank in Arvada as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy their website link. Let's go to Brothers, copy link address, go back here, paste it in. And it looks like they have 39 keywords. So air conditioning service Arvada, air conditioning replacement Arvada, HVAC service, right? And same thing. You see 40, 40, 20, 20. So they're getting maybe around 200 to 500 people in Arvada clicking on their website and looking for their HVAC services. So this is why this is important, okay? Now, the second thing I'm going to show you here is going to be citations, okay? And I'm actually just going to go ahead and go to Arvada since that's where you guys are based, just so you can get a better look at what your competitors are doing, okay? So before I jump into this, I know you're probably thinking like, dude, what is a citation? Why does it even matter, right? Well, typically when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, HVAC Arvada, okay? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And do you see how HVAC Arvada is currently showing up number 1? Even though they don't even have the most reviews. This is not because of the reviews. Okay, it's not because they have pretty pictures on there or, big company or anything like that. It's because they have the most citations, okay? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, all right, that's cool, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name, address, and phone number in industry-related directories, okay? This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in. And your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are. So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC services. Okay. Also Arvada alone as well. And when you do show up on the top spot on the map pack, then we actually add about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up. Okay. So super important to get this dialed in. And now that you know how to, let me show you the real moneymaker, all right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack. Okay, but actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see. And when I search for, HVAC Arvada, replacement, repair, and anything like that, I don't see you guys pop up here at all. Okay, kind of going back to what I was showing you earlier. So to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks. Okay, that's other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals. Okay, and the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say you have a blog page or maybe even a local industry site linking back to you. That's perfect. That's amazing. But, obviously if you're an HVAC guy and you have McDonald's looking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you don't sell burgers. So let's go ahead and go back to Ahrefs here. And let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? So we just clicked on backlinks, and it looks like right now your biggest competitor, Nevada, has about 852 backlinks, which is pretty solid. Okay, but again, how do we get these? How do we beat them? Well, essentially what we do is we go down this entire list of links related to HVAC and match these same exact links for your business, so that way you guys show up at that #1 spot, okay? So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outranking your competition, no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve you're the authority, it's not a magic trick, okay? There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method. But, I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? You care about growing the business, right? Helping your family and your team. So let me show you what this means for your bottom line by actually getting this done, okay? So I did a bit of research here in Arvada, and by the way, this is literally just Arvada. This is no other city in Denver. There's actually about 2.3 thousand people searching for HVAC companies here every single month. Okay, 2.3 thousand potential customers. Okay, now let's just do some conservative math here, and let's say out of those 2,300 people, let's just say only 5% of those people are even convertible. Okay, that would mean an extra 115 potential book jobs for your company every month. All right. Now let's say you go out there, you take those calls, you do the estimates. Let's say you close 40% of those jobs, right? That would mean an extra 46 closed and booked jobs for your company on a monthly basis. What would this mean, man? What would this mean for the business, right? In terms of growing it, maybe hiring more guys and keeping them busy around, right? In terms of revenue. So this isn't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when HVAC guys get their online presence done correctly, okay? So just to recap what we covered today, first thing is going to be content. So you want to have at least, or you guys have enough words. The biggest thing is having the right keywords on your front page. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks. Okay, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the #1 choice when it comes to HVAC. And if you implement this, you will be #1. I'm sure you're probably thinking like, dude, listen, I'm a business owner. I'm a contractor. I'm not some computer geek, right? Well, look, you can be #1, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you can just reply right back to this message. Okay. Again, my name's Kyle, live right here in Colorado. So I even love to meet you in person. But if it's easier, just reply back to this message. My number is 719-396-1510. But at the very least, I hope this was educational, showed you a few things you guys can implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition. Okay. So at the least, give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get out there and we'll talk soon.